Women of Reddit. What's one thing men do that they think is attractive but actually isn't? Put down other men to try and elevate their image to me. It does the opposite to their desired effect. On my first date with my now fiancé, during first date talk conversation, he spent probably like an hour speaking positively about other men in his life, and it really drew me to him. Our male bartender was really friendly, and my guy said something along the lines of, "People like him always make my day. I hope to be like that for other people." And I was just locked in after that. He's wonderful on all other fronts, of course, but I thought it was so sweet how tender and positive he was towards other men as a straight man. That's a huge green flag. Talking about other women who are texting them, want to date them into them. Yep. Sorry, Mr. Mind Games, but I have better things to do, thanks. Mr. Games is an idiot. Do guys get turned on when girls talk about all the other guys they have at their disposal? I have yet to meet one who does, so why would they think it works on girls? Trying to start fistfights with other guys for dumb reasons. Ugh. I went on a first date with a guy I'd worked with for a while, super chill and seemed lovely, who noticed someone checking me out and asked me, mid-meal, if he should go over and fuck that guy up for me. Like, no, I want to get a second glass of wine going. I hadn't even really noticed anything but my date and food, but at that moment, I was 100% done and turned off. He spent the entire meal talking about how he'd fuck up anyone for me, and it was deeply, deeply unsettling. Thanks for letting me know you're a violent nutcase, I guess. All that alpha male bullshit is just embarrassing, honestly. Especially since the theory of the alpha male was debunked. Alpha males are just the mom and dad of the pack, y'all. This is not only unattractive to girls, but fucking annoying for guys as well. I had a friend like this who would always ask me, "You've got my back if things kick off? How about not starting a fight with random people so I can enjoy my night out?" So no, I'm not going to have your back, so drop the attitude. Ha! Had a friend like this in high school. We got tired of it and eventually let him fight his own battles. That went exactly as you would expect. Me too. My brother and I are both big guys. He's got a friend that is dumb as a rock, and he would always get hammered and start shit with people showing off because he thought he looked like a tough guy. Then he'd come up to my brother and I and be like, "Yo, this asshole's over here talking shit. I told him me and you guys were going to fuck him up. You guys got my back, right?" We'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? We're supposed to get into a brawl with a complete stranger that you ran your mouth to? You know we're in our 30s, right?" Ha ha ha. By the end of the night, we usually ended up friends with the other guy, and after we explained our brain-damaged friend, we were all good. You know what's hot af? Diffusing a fight. Exuding confidence, respect, and control in a situation, and the wherewithal to work through it. Love me some mediator, boys. This is so true. Guys who keep everyone calm and remain collected are so attractive. There's such thing as too confident. Also, don't order my meal for me. That's the second time I've read the ordering meal thing. Guys actually do that? As the other person said, it was gentlemanly back in the day. If the woman was able to choose her food, there was even a thing called a ladies' menu which didn't have prices, because they wouldn't be paying. Which, as a woman, I'm glad isn't the rule anymore. I want to pay my share. In my sociology class in high school, we watched some videos for teenagers from the early 1900s explaining stuff about relationships, and it was interesting. For example, the man was actually supposed to suggest something from the menu to subtly tell the woman what the budget was, i.e. saying the chicken sandwich looks good. She sees that it's $6, so she knows to get something that price or below. It also explained to not just choose a girl for her looks or popularity, and how to ask her out without being too pushy. Also how to successfully get a goodnight kiss. Obviously outdated, but interesting nonetheless. Talk over people in a group and always try to be the loudest, most dominant person in conversation. It makes you look like a rude asshole. Conversely, making space for the quiet folks in a group to be heard seems to be an attractive pursuit based on what I've seen. Good point. Feeling that someone is left out and inviting them to be part of the conversation activity is all it takes for them to break out of their shell sometimes. I remember when it was done for me, and I do the same now whenever the opportunity presents itself. I had one very attractive boyfriend who very much knew it, and he would practically pose on the lounge waiting for compliments. It was so off-putting. Plus, he used my special moisturizer all the time. I only used it every now and then for special occasions, and when I finally used it again, it was almost run out. So I asked him and lied about it. I found him so unbelievably unattractive after getting to know him. He had pretty privilege for too long, and it showed. Well, now I need to know which moisturizer. I once dated a former model, and the only compliments he cared about pertained to his physical appearance. If I praised anything else, he'd fish for a physical compliment like he was suspicious that I secretly found him unattractive, and that's why I'd talk about other aspects. It was so weird and, quite frankly, unattractive. When they aspire to be an alpha male. Some guy misjudged how wolves socialized back in 1947, and now I have to listen to some dude with no personality talk about why he's superior. Plot twist, he isn't. Ugh. I'm a male middle school teacher. All that alpha crap speaks directly to that age group of scared boys with no idea what a man is supposed to be. My social studies syllabus 2 years ago might as well have been all the reasons Andrew Tate is an asshole. They think being mean roasting a girl makes them attractive. Also calling other girls whores while only being nice to the person they're interested in, sleeping with. It's not endearing. It doesn't make me feel safe or cozen. It shows how little respect I'll receive when I'm no longer of use. I can't stand when a man looks at you and does like a little licking his lips thing. That just grosses me out. You're not sexy. It is nasty. Stop. Sorry, my lips were dry and I have a tendency to blank stare. I was merely looking through you because I can see my unresolved trauma about 100 yards in that direction, he said, still not making eye contact. Persistence to the degree it gets scary. If I don't like you and I say no and you ask me again, sure, I'll say no a second time and wave you off. But when you aggressively keep moving at me, physically following me, disbelieving me if I say I have a partner, regardless of whether or not I do, nobody finds that shit cute. Talking about screwing up. Going out on a date, it's understandable a man would want to make it seem like he has it all, or most of it, together. And this is the tack a lot of guys take. But when a man is down to earth and can talk about the mistakes he's made or errors he corrected with perspective, humility, and even humor, it really makes him stand out to me. Someone who is relaxed and not afraid to screw up a little bit is totally sexy, because it puts me at ease and makes me feel like I don't have to be super perfect either, and that he is likely to be more adventurous and forgiving. When I was younger, I always thought I was a loser because I wasn't persistent. When a girl told me no, I just accepted it. Turns out I was actually being a good person. In conclusion, I want to say that respect and sincerity are what truly make a person attractive. Whether it's a first date or a long-term relationship, it's important to remember that your behavior reflects your true values. Forget the stereotypes and myths about what should be attractive and just be yourself. That's the real secret to success in any relationship. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos.